What is going on, YouTube? My name is Cosmo and welcome back to some more Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we helped Mai take out an Alpha Cricketune that was causing trouble up on Deer Track Heights. This allowed us to unlock Weirdeer as our first ride Pokemon. At the end of the last episode, Akari wanted us to come outside, so that is what we are doing now. We're going to see what's going on in the village. There you are. Let's hurry to headquarters. Look who's being punctual. Finally realized you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham. Looks like the Diamond and the Pearl clan's beefing right now. There you go again, insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as a ruler of time. My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. Ha! You could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with that. Excuse me? Are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of the vast Hisui space? Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time, oh mighty leader of the Pearl Clan. I worried you'd get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me get lost? In Almighty Sinnoh's great gift to the Pearl Clan, in our world's very basis? You wish. I wish I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Kamado's office. I believe it was you who started this. You can feel the tension when those two show up. You haven't met them, have you? The woman with the reverence for space is Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. The man who is going on and on about time, Ottoman, who leads the Diamond Clan. The Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently things used to be less peaceful. But the boss, the commander, is waiting. We should save this conversation for you after you report to him. So looks like we're going up to Commander Kamado's office with the leaders of the Diamond and Pearl Clan. So this will be... and in the last episode, we unlocked our second star level. So we're going to go talk to Captain Silene real quick. And hopefully update our access to certain things. You've made progress. It seems you've earned yourself a star. There we go, the second star rank. We're a fifth of the way there already. With this, you have officially attained the rank of second star in the Galaxy Expedition team. You can now use Feather Balls. Pokemon of up to level 30 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now, too. Have these as well. They are further recipes you'll need for crafting. So, Feather Balls. I wonder what those do. I'm assuming, based off the name, that they're lighter than normal Pokeballs. But, who knows? So, maybe they'll be thrown faster. Maybe we could throw them further. I don't know about further, but I could definitely see faster. Alright, here we are at Commander Kamado's office. What do you intend to do about that Kleavor, Commander Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't just sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Ottoman. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Kleavor is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl Clan is concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honor nobles? I don't believe I said that. thought it maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Kleavor into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is the first as far as my clan knows, too. I see you've arrived. This is Cosmo, the newest member of the Survey Corps. Aha! I hear from Mai you've earned Weirder's favor. It's good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Ataman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's just a mouthful. Just call me Ataman. If you came from beyond a space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords, which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through the rift? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Kleavor before deciding what must be done? You'd send this stranger, who supposedly fell from a rift, to study Kleavor? This newcomer with no experience? Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time. It's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let this kid have his chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you galaxy folks really are. With all your weird ways, putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. The whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Cosmo. I order you to study Kleavor and help us find the truth of the situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. Well, that's settled, and no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Kleavor, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've encountered can compare to his strength. Be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition Team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans, understand? Join me downstairs, Cosmo. We'll cover the details of this new mission. So it looks like we are going to the woods where the Kleavor was struck by lightning in the first episode. So I'm not sure what to expect of this, but we're going to check it out. Ah, good. You're already here. Professor Laventon, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Cosmo, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Kleavor's frenzied state, but as you're aware by now, Kleavor is a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Kleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you think you can handle it? Of course we can. Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and the Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve Almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the Noble Seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this Kleavor. Cosmo, we need to speak with you. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole nother world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So, if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you've traveled through time by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it. You must have just been swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask of you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study, Kleavor. Quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Ottomon. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to the whole Kleavor situation. Oh ho, you must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pro Clan types have a lot of respect for Kleavor. You heard its title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask those of the Galaxy Team, of all people, for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Kleavor. Now there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pro Clan, but still, we've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such a powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Kleavor at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon. Leon is a brilliant child, but also a bit, well, some brilliance can be blinding, you know. He'll tell you all about his beloved Kleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. He certainly left quickly once he'd finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Ottomon and Mai weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Kleavor, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Our new Heights camp would be a handy place for setting toward Grand Tree Arena. And you should stop by the pastures, too. You'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. Now, I am completely unbagging. Finding yourself unable to pick up the materials you come across, satchel always seeming full. If that sounds like you, it'd be wise to lend me your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. I guess we'll hear him out. You can carry even more in that satchel of yours. Oh, he's trying to get our money. I can teach you if you'd like. What do you say? Teach me. Teaching fee 100. Yeah, we can spare $100. More space. And that's all there is to it. How much will this be now? 200. Is this only unlocking a space at a time? Yeah. There's gotta be a way, like, there's gotta be a way they could have made that a little faster, don't you think? Okay, so we are heading back to the Obsidian Fieldlands and taking on the Frenzied Kleavor. Now, I don't know if our team is really capable at this point. I have no idea what typing Kleavor is. How are things, my good friend? I certainly hope you're putting that secret backstrike technique I taught you to good use. Either way, I have some super potions here, just for you. Oh, thinking nothing of it, having the Survey Corps out and about studying Pokemon is great for business, you know. Supporting you now is actually an investment in my own fortunes. 3 super potions. And now I must depart. There are ruins that are just calling to me. Alright, we are heading to the Heights camp. And I swear there was something about weird here. Did we not unlock? We gained his trust. I don't. Maybe we need to defeat Kleavor to unlock him. I'm not 100% sure. But I thought. I do want to train up Weasel. Weasel does seem to be our weakest link at the moment. The breaking items and everything are just getting worse and worse as time goes on, which is expected. But you know, we might as well collect it as we keep going. No hurt in doing so. Okay, we're gonna have to head over there. Yeah, and over in those woods, in the last episode, we caught Scyther, so that's a pretty cool addition to the team. My Weasel's level 15. I have a feeling these are kind of going to be like the totem Pokemon from Alola, where you're really not meant to take it out with just one Pokemon. There's the Alpha. We're taking him on. No, I'm just kidding. He's definitely gonna roar, knock us down. I forget if we can cross this. Oh, we gotta be careful. Hope I can get up here. Yep, not a problem. I won't mess around with Pokemon for now, unless there's something we haven't caught yet. But for the most part, I think we did catch a good amount of Pokemon in this area. So I think we should be good until we get there. I know we didn't explore over in this area. Oh, that's just a Baneri. Okay, and just before I get here, I'm gonna check if any of my Pokemon can learn any new moves, because I think you can change their moves. Okay. I'll check Weasel, and then I'll check Scyther as well. Okay, I think we are all good with our moves. Yeah, we were just over here in the last episode. It looks like Kleavor's an evolution of Scyther, so hopefully he's part bug type. I'm Leon of the Pearl Clan, the Warden to Kleavor, Lord of the Woods. And you, I've already deduced that you're to come here to meet Kleavor. I'm right, aren't I? Of course I am. I can see it so clearly. After all, the powerfully awesome Kleavor has become even more awesomely powerful. Perhaps that strange lightning the other day was Almighty Sinnoh's divine power, but whatever it was, it struck my lord and left him. So I must turn you away, even if it pains me. It's too dangerous to meet Kleavor right now. I'll do anything. Oh, such earnest desire to meet my mighty Kleavor. I have to admit, I'm struck by your passion. But well, I'm afraid your passion is not the real issue here. I've been told in no uncertain terms by Irida that I am to let no one see Kleavor. I will fight you off myself, if you insist. If you wish to avoid battle, withdraw now, while you still can, or face the wrath of my Goomy. I'll take you on. You don't even realize I'm turning you away for your own safety. How sad you are. Go, Goomy, and see if you can ooze some good sense over this foolish troublemaker. Okay. Alright, we're gonna switch out from Weasel. Unless we over level. Okay, which we do, but barely, so I think we'll go with Staravia. Oh wow. Ooh, maybe Air Slash would have been the better. Oh, doesn't really matter. Oh, Goomy got 2 attacks. The animation for Air Slash is pretty cool. Oh wow. Kleavor's a level 19. How can this be? I may have been defeated, but my point still stands. It's too dangerous to meet Kleavor now. The only welcome you'll get is if you approach him, is a flurry of devastating blows. Normally, I'd simply try making him an offering. A nice heaped helping of his 2 favorite foods, served up with respect by his loyal warden. That's me, of course. Is usually enough to please him and soothe the prickliest of moods. But even I, Kleavor's loyal warden, can't get close enough to give any offerings now. Not with the way Kleavor is rampaging and running amok. There's nothing in out. The ancestors of Kleavor, Weirder, and their cohort drew on almighty Sinnoh power to protect Pokemon and people alike, so it's said. It's by their grace of clan that any of us still lives in vast Hisui today. Irida, what are you doing here? As you say, Kleavor's grown even stronger, but I'm afraid that strength poses a problem for us. If he was indeed struck by that lightning, could the bolts have been sent by the false Sinnoh that the Diamond Clan bows to? Kleavor means so much to our clan. I'd hoped we could bring this situation under control ourselves, not throw our hands up and ask some outsider for help. But we must save Kleavor from this frenzy. Every moment it continues, the danger grows. If more people in Pokemon are attacked, it will lead to conflict with both the Diamond Clan and Galaxy Team. You, stranger from beyond the sky, tell me, could you Galaxy people actually fix this? Could an outsider actually find a way to quell our Lord's frenzy? I'll figure something out. Very well. Lean and I will gather foods that please Kleavor in hopes that we might be able to get close enough to make him a proper offering. As for you, find a way to quell his frenzy, even if you must search every corner of vast Hisui. Your ARC phone is beeping. Mysterious power now enables you to return to base camps in an instant. Instant travel. Oh, we were already aware of this. Okay, so we are heading to base camp. Okay, so does it matter which base camp? I'm just gonna head over here just to be safe. Good to see you, Cosmo. How is your research into Kleavor going? Swimmingly, I expect. Oh, is that so? Now that's quite the tidbit. So a serving of his favorite foods will normally make Kleavor quite agreeable, isn't it? I need to mull this over back at the laboratory. You should come along too, dear boy. Oh, we didn't do much of anything there. So according to the information you were able to learn from Irida and Leon of the Pearl Clan, were this the normal course of events, that Frenzy Kleavor would be calmed by a nice serving of his two favorite foods. I do wonder, is it possible that the aromas or some other components of these foods might combine in a way that not only calm Kleavor, but draw him back from his frenzy? But, by your own report, even Kleavor's warden, who looks after Kleavor and knows him well, cannot approach him in his current state. It will be a fool's gambit to get close enough to offer him food. Give me a moment if you would. I need some time to ponder on this. There ought to be something in my research notes that can help us. This guy studied. Eureka! We'll simply have to throw the food. You've quite the arm for throwing things, haven't you, Cosmo? Might I suggest you take Kleavor's favorite foods and throw them at the Pokémon? Makes sense. Yes, it's all coming together. We can use our skills in Pokeball crafting to shape Kleavor's beloved food into balls, and then throw them to achieve the same calming effect, but from afar. A brilliant idea, if I do say so myself. As for what to call these yummy projectiles, how about tea time balls? Puts one in mind of a nice, relaxing afternoon tea, does it not? Why wouldn't you simply call them Lavington balls, Professor? Oh, with that name, it sounds like I'm the one being launched at our frenzy friend. In any case, we can rely on the Pearl Clan to gather the necessary foodstuff, correct? Then we should get back to the Grand Tree Arena and let the Pearl Clan know our plan. If you're off to Grand Tree Arena, best to set out to Heights Camp, eh? Looks like we are heading back to Heights Camp and heading back to the Grand Tree Arena. There are a lot of, I think they're just called requests around town. I think, oh, if we press the Y button right here, we can pull up. So missions is the actual story progression of the game, is what it looks like. And then the requests are just little side quests. Which I'm not sure if the side quests are completely necessary, but it's definitely good to complete them along the way. My. That Galaxy Hall is one fine building, even from the outside. The Galaxy team certainly got themselves a grand headquarters, I'll give them that. Oh yes, I came because I had some news I thought you might be interested in. Better, you actually see what's going on though. Let's head to... what did you end up calling it? The Heights Camp? Oh, there's Weirdeer. I spoke to Weirdeer about what's been going on. I told him you've been trekking all over the Fieldlands, seeking a way to quell Kleavor's frenzy. All this from someone who's not even a part of our clan or the Pearl Clan, just a wanderer who fell from a rift into this world. And hearing that, well, you can see how he responded. I trust you. Appreciate it. Weirder's found you worthy, you see, which means you'll need a flute like we have. Mind demonstrating for him, Mai? This is very important, so listen well. That's the Arceus flute. I forget what it's called from Diamond and Pearl and like Platinum. I think it's the Azure flute. That's the Celestica flute that Mai just played. It's a precious tool that can be used to call on Weirdeer so you can ride upon him. It said the Celestica flutes were gifts from Almighty Sinnoh itself, and now this one's yours. Sweet, so it's not that grand a gesture, really. I can't play the flute for the life of me. See if you can play that melody. Weirder and learn well the sound of your playing. Oh, we got the mind plate. Now, use the Celestica flute wisely and gallop across the land with the great Weirdeer. You've got a frenzied Pokemon to quell at Grand Tree Arena, haven't you? With Weirdeer, you can gallop across the fieldlands in no time. Okay, so now we've unlocked Weirdeer. I thought after the last episode we would have had it, but now is definitely a great time to get it. I wonder if we take fall damage on him. Oh my god. Dude. Well, it looks like we lost a bunch of resources. Well, it's not ideal, but we'll bounce back. Jeez. How funny. I was saying, I wonder if we take fall damage from that. And yeah, well, sometimes the only way to answer a question is to just find out for yourself, I guess. Oh boy. Dude, now we can just run past literally everything. This is awesome. It really makes like a 5-minute trip into like only a minute. Ooh, I don't want to risk falling in right there, so we'll go around. Hey, this suit zooms. So you say that you Galaxy people came up with a method to quell Lord Kleavor's frenzy. What? You'll mash up Kleavor's favorite foods into balls so you can throw offerings at him? Well, that's quite an unorthodox approach. You Galaxy people, your inventiveness just blows me away. I mean, now you can make offerings to Lord Kleavor from a safe distance. I'll lend you my aid if it means we might provide Kleavor with his offering. Let's begin at once. Hold on, Leon. Don't get ahead of yourself. Whatever the plan is, you'll need Kleavor's favorite plump beans. I brought them, as promised. God, that's right. My apologies, Irida. I'd forgotten all about you. I admit, as we haven't been able to solve this ourselves, we seem to have little choice but to turn to the Galaxy team. But even I still have my doubts about whether we should entrust such a thing to an outsider. These Galaxy team people don't share our customs or values. So prove to me you're worthy to stand in the presence of the noble Pokemon. But on my side, I have a Pokemon as close to me as a sister, as one of my blood. If you can defeat Glaceon to me, I will entrust you with Kleavor's fate. Will you battle us? I'm gonna wait a second and just... Yeah, no, if we battle with Eevee, that would have been a little rough, but... Here we go. Kleavor should make light work. Hopefully we're still good on levels, because I really have not done... Okay, we are perfectly fine. Oh, this is like gym battle audio. Oh wow. Racing got 2 hits on us, but really did nothing. Kleavor's just the GOAT. Dang, Scyther's XP takes forever. I see now. Pokeballs are simply tools of your choice. your tools of choice, not products of disregard for Pokemon. You still understand that the Pokemon that you've caught and treat them as partners. I feel better putting my trust in you now. I think, let me see your Pokemon's wounds. Now, explain the Galaxy Team's plan. What do you mean to do with these foods? So because you have to keep your distance, you'll mash Kleavor's favorite foods together, ball them up, and try and quell his frenzy by throwing them at him? Interesting. So you've developed soothing balms of sorts to calm our lord. Very well. If it'll help soothe Kleavor's frenzy, let's make these balms with our very hearts and souls. There. A veritable mountain of balms. This should please Kleavor, if anything can. Now then, ready yourself, and I will summon our mighty Kleavor, Lord of the Woods. I'm ready. As am I. O mighty Kleavor, Lord of the Woods, though it isn't yet the time of ceremony, we've prepared an offering of your favorite things. Benevolent Lord, who works his might between the heavens and earth, we offer our gratitude, and beseech you, reveal yourself to our eyes. Listen well, Cosmo. Keep your focus on Kleavor. Dodging will be vital. Try to avoid his moves as you're throwing the balms. Holy. If that thing cut a tree in half, that's crazy they're sending a kid in there with it. Well, here we go. Lord of the Woods, Kleavor. Okay, so battling nobles. You must throw balms until the frenzy gauge reaches 0. Create an opening with defenses. You can send your Pokemon to battle against it. Alright, I think we're just gonna see the attack pattern. Okay. Okay, so that's a charge. Okay, and then this is a slash. Okay. So then he takes the cooldown. Alright, and then he's charging at us. Okay. Okay, we gotta get out of there. Alright. Okay, so when his eyes go like that. What? Wait, Stealth Rack's not an attack? Stealth Rock in this game is broken. What? I think our best bet after this is just throwing the bombs at it, because for battle, oh wait, battle, it does let you get to throw a bunch of bombs at it, so I guess it is worth it getting into battle. I should have kept throwing while he was roaring. I don't know why. Alright, wait for the eyes. I'm not battling him again. I don't want to miss out. What? No! That was stupid! I literally was... I had my joystick the complete other way. Alright, that time we avoided it. Alright, I think we did it. Dang. Kleavor missed out on so much experience. You received the insect plate from Kleavor. What happened? Some kind of light erupted from Kleavor's body. Has Lord Kleavor's frenzied mind truly been put at ease now? Does that confirm that the strange lightning was to blame for Kleavor's unnatural power? Well, this is what I think after all we've seen. We know strange lightning came from out of the space-time rift from the other night. Those bolts must have struck Kleavor and driven him into a frenzy after all. The lightning came from the space-time rift. But if Almighty Sinnoh really does dwell beyond the space-time rift, then the strange lightning, it indeed was Almighty Sinnoh's power. Then, were we even right to try and interfere? I happily went along with this plan to create some bombs, as if I knew what I was doing. Like some kind of thoughtless fool. Outrageous. Calm yourself, Leon. Remember that the Lord of the Woods has long been our protector, keeping the Pearl Clan safe from the dangerous Pokemon that might harm us. Would power sent by true Almighty Sinnoh have driven Kleavor to turn on us and attack the people and Pokemon indiscriminately? I doubt it. What Cosmo accomplished just now, it needed to be done. I'm glad we could settle this without further strife with the Diamond Clan or Galaxy Team. If you come across other Pokemon in the grip of this painful frenzy, please help them. Yes. Fine. I suppose I must concur. I apologize for becoming briefly incomposed. I'm grateful for what you've done for my lord. Please, take these on behalf of the Pearl Clan. Consider it my apology for having spoken rudely to you earlier, and a token of my thanks. 3 citrus berries. Let me take care of your Pokemon as well, in appreciation for fighting on our behalf. I think I finally come to believe that you truly did fall out of the sky, though I still cannot imagine the reasons at play. And it seems we've settled things here, between you and me. I wouldn't mind seeing Lord Kleavor in such a frenzy again. He was fearfully strong after all. Okay, so we go back to Commander Kamado, and I see your Pokemon research is coming along nicely. May I record your findings? Yes. Time to head back to the village to Commander Kamado. I was spamming A little too quick there. I saw the light fading into the sky. You must have quelled the Lord Pokemon. And what do you have there? Could it be? Ah, those are 2 of the fabled plates of old. Please, let me have a look. I see. There are some letters carved into them. Let's see. This one says, where all creation was born, that is the being's place of origin. It seems to be a phrase from a very old myth. How did you come across these? I see. So you were given the plates when you impressed Weirdeer and Kleavor. That is quite something indeed. My heart is practically racing with excitement. It is my guess that you will find more plates like these scattered across Hisui. If we were to gather them all and decipher the scripts on them, we may uncover something absolutely amazing. The mysteries of the past. Oh, how they tickle my curiosity. What a joy to be alive in such times. Well, I must be on my way. Until next time. There's something going on with Volo. I'll tell you that, because he's able to decipher the wording of the plates, which I don't know. It's kind of suspicious. Well done. I have already received reports of your exploits. You've successfully quelled Kleavor's frenzy, restoring peace of mind to Hisui's people. You are a stranger to us, one who fell out of the very sky. Yet, you have served the Galaxy team admirably. I admit, you have earned yourself some degree of recognition. But things are not settled yet. I have received word that there are other nobles falling prey to such frenzies elsewhere in Hisui. So carry on with your research and survey duties, and prove that you truly are an asset to us. That is all. You are dismissed. Your fellow Survey Corps members are likely at the Wallflower. Go and join them. Some potato mochi. Benny, old chum, the usual order. 3 servings of potato mochi, please. Oh, and if there's something else that you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. The whole village is gossiping up a storm about our young friend here, you know. He's got quite some luck to have come back unharmed after facing off against that Kleavor. I dare say Cosmo was well prepared, and he was a quick study of how Kleavor moved in battle, from what I heard. All in all, it was a very good show, a victory well earned. We can feel safer about going about our Survey Corps duties now, thanks to your efforts. Oh, by the way, why not try crafting some of these? I made the recipe based on directions Benny gave me. Smoke bombs. Lovely. And now that we need not worry about being mauled by a Kleavor either, let's take our chance to study all the Pokémon that call Obsidian Fieldlands their home. Cosmo. I've been waiting for you, Cosmo. My name's Vessa. There's something real important I need to tell you. Would you come with me? This is kind of a secret, but something terrible has happened. Hisui is in a whole lot of danger. Hundreds of years ago, a being that brought calamity to this region was sealed away by someone using the power of strange magic. But now, for some unknown reason, the magic has come undone and the seal is broken. I hate to think what might happen at this rate. So please, Cosmo, hear me out. I need you to restore the broken seal. Just tell me what to do. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you believe me. I just knew you'd be willing to help. This odd keystone is for you. Keep it safe. Odd keystone. Oh, that's Spiritomb. So is this like a quest to catch a Spiritomb? After the seal was broken, a whole bunch of wisps scattered across Hisui. 107 of them in total. With the odd keystone I gave you, you'll be able to gather them all. See, the wisps are normally invisible, but not to the holder of the odd keystone. I know it's a huge task, but please, you just have to gather all the wisps for me. There's one real close to where we are now. How about you start with that one? See that flame hovering over there? Try touching it. Wait, Cosmo, where are you going? You'll need to touch the wisp. Oh, there's a bridge right there. The wisp has been absorbed into the old odd keystone, just as it should have been. Thank goodness I picked you to help me with this. Come talk to me if you ever need help finding the remaining wisps. The last thing, as you gather more and more wisps, I'll give you some rewards as thanks. I'll wait here for you while you carry out your search. Good luck. So that's a request. It doesn't seem like it's story driven, but it's definitely one of the more important requests, I would say. The next day. Wow, the Galaxy team's hairdresser really, dare I say, cutting edge. Oh hey, you're Cosmo, the boy who called Kleavor, aren't you? That's me. I knew it. You've got quite the reputation, you know? I mean, you quelled one of Almighty Sinnoh's chosen ones. Some people are actually kind of scared of you for doing something so bold. I'm Arisu, by the way. I'm a warden of the Diamond Clan. My special. Oh, snip. But I came here to talk about talk to your Mr. Kamado. See you around. So this is a mission. That's just gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with the series. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.